Hello and welcome everyone. Today we are going to discuss our data science introduction to data science subject, internals and question papers. Let's discuss these questions one by one. So let's discuss the first internal test questions. So the first question is how unstructured data are analyzed. Give example of data mining activity to analyze unstructured data. Elaborate analysis and structured data. Analyzing analysis. Okay. So what is unstructured data? We have to identify how unstructured data is analyzed, and what example can we give in data mining activities for unstructured data. So first, unstructured data. Basically, what is unstructured data? Unstructured data is basically the data which have no raw structure, no raw, no predefined structure or organized format. Unstructured data such as text, images, and videos lacks a predefined format or organization, making it challenging to analyze to extract insights of unstructured data from various techniques and tools and employ, including. So basically, unstructured data, we all know that it doesn't have any predefined basically the predefined size or a predefined structure. So unstructured data is basically the structure, the data with having no structure. So basically the various techniques and tools are employed, including text processing, natural language processing, information retrieval, machine learning. So these are some four basic techniques that are involved in this process. Cleaning process basically means cleaning, tokenizing, and normalizing text data to prepare it for analysis. Next to language processing using techniques like semantic analysis, entity recognition, etc. Information retrieval using techniques like searching, indexing. Basically with information we use searching, sorting, and indexing. Machine learning, applying algorithms is machine learning. Example, the basic example of this is data mining activity to analyze unstructured data. So let us consider data mining activity to analyze customer reviews in e-commerce website. What is the goal of this website is that identify most of the common complaints and price about a specific product. Data where we need, from where we will get the data, a collection of customer review in the form of unstructured text. It is unstructured, the text is unstructured of the collection of customer reviews. So steps, text state processing. Basically we firstly process the text. Basically we remove the stop words, punctuations, and special characters from it. Tokenization, we split the data into individual words and or tokens. Semantic analysis, we basically check the grammatical things inside that. Topic modeling, use a basically use a particular topic moduling technique like LDA to module data. Term frequency, inversion document frequency, calculate TF and IDF. Visualize what we have represented, what we have presented. So basically this is all about this. Here we have applying technique, a Python code of NLTK and tel block to demonstrate semantic analysis and topic modeling. First we will include the libraries that we need to implement, that we need to basically know about what are the libraries that we use in Python, sorry, to get those to get this. First we import the NLTK library, and then second we load the customer reviews. As you can see here, you have to load the customer reviews here, and then we pre-process. And then the third step is we pre-process the data. By pre-processing data, basically it converts in, it makes it easy to for further judgments and analysis. Semantic analysis, basically we check for the grammatical mistakes. As you can see, text block dot review, semantic quality of this review. Topic modeling, we use one particular technique. We use here LDA technique. Like here we filtered that the end topics will be 5 max string, all we have filtered. Print the topic, we basically lastly call our topic function. Now our second question is how text mining technique works. You can automate the process of classifying written complaints and elaborate text mining techniques for automating complaint. So basically, text mining is very important, as we all know, and text mining also comes helps us to basically uh, to classify the complaints. Text mining technique can be employed to automate the process of classifying written complaints. Step by step procedure we will learn. The first procedure is data collection. So what was the first procedure? Data collection. Gather a large data set of written complaints along with the corresponding categories and classification. Here the large data set of written complaints. Basically gather it from anywhere you can have. And the second process is text processing. Text processing we basically all have known. I have explained you before that text processing is cleaning the text, tokenizing, removing, converting, and removing. So basically feature extraction. What is feature extraction? Improving our model to its best. Machine learning model, we basically choose one basically techniques to classify the algorithms. Naive, the basic algorithms are naive Bayes, support vector machine, SVM, random forest, conventional neural network, recurrent neural network. Model training and evaluation. The fifth step is model training. We need to train the score according to the accuracy, precision, and recall and advanced score. Text mining techniques for complaint class. Here is how you can classify the complaints. Semantic analysis, basically semantically analyze the videos. Topic modeling, identify the underlying topics and themes. Name entity recognition, we recognize the entities. Art of speech, US analyze the we basically analyze the grammatical structure. Here is a Python text. For this you can run in your basically the run in your online compilers, or you have the normal compiler of Python. So this is how the code will be. We first imported all the libraries that we are required. Then we load the data set, complaint data set. Then we pre-process the text data. Basically we sort the data, and then we split the data into entities, training and testing sets. Then we create TF and IDF vectors, then fit the vectors, and then this process ends here. Now the third question is, consider the following complaint suggests the appropriate language algorithm process to identify applicable IPC BNS section to recommended application BNS. So basically here you can see that how this complaint can be determined, or can be go through the process of data mining to simplify the process. So how this works: theft of my mobile phone by an unknown person at MG Road on 22 2023. The phone was stolen when I was shopping at a store. The thief was wearing a black jacket and had a scar on his face. So basically, we have some basic knowledge about what happened here. Now, the approach to identify the applicable IPCBNS. To identify the applicable BNS, we firstly pre-process the text. Name the entity recognition. Pre-processing will tokenize the complaint in individual tokens. Remove the stop word construction and grammatical text. Named entity recognition. We basically identify that identities here, like the location, basically the location, date, time, property stolen, preparator description, part of speech. Basically, we analyze the grammatical structure of the complaint text to identify verbs, like verbs, nouns. Basically, IPC-BNS section. We use the knowledge from IPC-BNS app to basically identify the IPC sections, and according to it, we apply the IPC sections as we've applied here. Ranking and filtering. Rank and identify the IPC-BNS section based on the relevance to complaint filter. Algorithm and techniques. Natural processing. And here is a code for Python where you can see how it all works. Suggest suitable data structure and algorithm. Suitable data structure for storing and managing the IPC complaint text, or suitable data structure could be combination of the following. Hash table. Basically, hash table works like a dictionary. Hash table just like a dictionary for storing IPC BNS section for the corresponding text and metadata. Example: section ID, category. Inverted index. How the inverted index work for storing the complaint text and mapping each word to its corresponding complaint's ID. Graph data structure, sorry, for representing the relationship between IPC, BNS, section, complaint text, and entire entities. Example: people, location, or organization. Suitable algorithms you can see here to apply this algorithm, apply this process. Text similarity algorithm, cosine similarity, Jaccard similarity, TF-IDF based similarity. Information retrieval, how you can extract the information. Boolean retrieval, vector space model, VSM, latent semantic analysis, LSA. Machine learning algorithm, supervised learning, logistic regression, decision tree, and random forest. Basically are supervised learning techniques. Deep learning convolutional neural network CNN, and a recurrent neural network RNN you can use. Algorithm steps: pre-processing, tokenize the complaint, remove the stopwords, and basically we all know that it is very the same process can be repeated in this IPCBNS system. We first pre-process the data, then we future extract the data, then we find similarities calculation, then we find the entity relationship, then we find many more things. Basically, pre-processing means tokenizing, feature extraction means extraction with some pre-processing complete text such as IDF, TF, IDF, but similarity calculation. Calculate the similarity between the complaint text feature and the IPC-BNS section feature. Ranking and filtering. Rank the IPC-BNS section based on their similarity score and filter out the section that are not relevant or less. And example Python code here you can see the example of the Python code. Now the now we are going to discuss the second internal test of our data science MCA 5-year programs from International Institute of Professional Studies DAVV Indore. Now the first question for this is steps apply steps for KDD to obtain applicable IPC section BNS section from the following component given useful algorithm R slash Python code a snippet process for identifying applicable BNS Bharti and as Sanhita section. So basically, here we have given basically a complaint. We need to find the KDD steps. The steps for KDD are problem formulation, data selection, data cleaning, data transformation, data mining, pattern evaluation, knowledge representation, and deployment. Problem formulation means identify what the problem is. Data selection means select the data what is relevant for that problem. Data cleaning means tokenize, remove the punctuation, stop words from the data, special characters. Data transform data into suitable formats. Data mining means mining techniques such as classification and identification. Pattern evaluation, evaluate the pattern relationship discard for data mining. Knowledge representation represent the exact extracted knowledge in a suitable format such as table or graph. Deployment, deploy the extracted knowledge in the real world application such as complaint management. Now we are going to learn the next step of data science. The next step is now text processing, pre-processing. Use the NLTAK library in Python to pre-process the complete text. Import NLTAK from NLTAK. So basically import the libraries, load the complete text, tokenize the complete text, remove stop words, TF-IDF vectorization. Use the skitlearn library in Python to convert the pre-processed complete to we basically use the skitlearn Python library to implement all these IPC sections algorithms. Now create the TF-IDF vector. Now fit the vector for the complaint text classification to now you can classify the text. You have to classify the text use the machine learning errors such as random forest. Basically to classify there are many machine learning techniques. Random forest to classify the text. From skitlearn you basically import the random forest classifier here and import train test split. Basically load the BNS selection data set BNS section PD read the CSV. Now we are going to come for the post processing. Use the predicted BNS section to. Now the second question for our course is explain decision tree of the process of data structure and its various approaches to construct a decision tree from a database. Now we have come to the second question of all data science. Basically, it is about decision tree. What decision tree plays an important role in data science, and approach to the how decision tree works from the database. How these structures and algorithms can be applied to efficiently classify the complaint. Basically, how decision tree can help in our registered IPC section. The decision tree is tree-like model that splits data into the subset based on features or attributes. The decision tree involves following step: data preparation, root node selection, splitting, recursion. Basically, data preparation is the process that contains all the processes, collect all the pre-processed data, including and missing values, error, encoding, correct categorical values, and scaling number. Root node selection. Select the root node, basically the root node, and split the data into its subsets. Recursion, recursively apply the splitting process. Leaf node prediction, predict the leaf node. Approach to construct a decision tree. To how to construct a decision tree. Now we will learn how to construct a decision tree. To construct a decision tree, you know the four random simple processes. The first process is card classification and regression tree. Using Guinea impurity as the splitting criterion and support for both classification and regression tasks. IDE interactive dichotomizer 3 use entropy for the splitting criterion and is suitable for classification tasks. C4.5 is an extension of IDE that supports both classification and regression tasks and use more efficient split criterion. Random forest basically to assemble the random methods. Algorithm for decision tree recursion portioning, a greedy algorithm that splits the data into subset based on the selected feature and splitting criterion. Dynamic programming, an algorithm that is used for table for storing the each subset and creating combination. Applying decision tree to classify components into an IPC or BNS. Future engineering. Feature engineering, data preprocessing, decision tree construction, model evaluation, model deployment. So feature engineering basically to feature the complete text and such as keyword and phrases and semantic analysis, data preprocessing, handling missing values, encoding characteristical values and scaling numerical value, decision tree construction of decision tree for suitable algorithms, splitting criterion, model evaluation, evaluate the performance of decision tree using metrics such as accuracy, and model deployment means in the last to deploy the final product, ready product for the market. How to code all this decision tree. Here we will learn. We basically import the pandas as PD. We basically give the pandas basically give the pandas a short form, PANDAS pandas, a short form as PD. And if you need to import the panda again, you just write PD. Basically we will learn skill from DC. We will import the decision tree classifier, import the train test split and classify reporter, and import accuracy score. We import accuracy score to accurately measure the text words or etc. Load the complaint. Basically we need to complain the load first in our library. Now extract the relevant features from the complaint text. Relevant feature you need to extract. Pre-process the data, split the data into training and testing set, construct the decision tree classifier. To construct the decision tree classifier, we use the decision tree classifier library. Now train the classifier on the training set, make the prediction on training testing set, evaluate the performance of classifier. Now the second question of second internal is what matrices. Basically the fourth question of the third question of the second internal is what matrices are appropriate for assessing the performance of algorithm used in text mining. Give detail that evaluate the effectiveness and accuracy of text mining. Matrices of assessing the performance of text mining algorithms. Accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score meaning average under the curve, meaning square error, root mean squared error, mm, mean absolute error, coefficient of determination. Basically accuracy, measure the portion of the correctly classified instance. Precision, measure the proportion of true positive and among the all positive instances. Basically this all topics I have discussed in my YouTube video or earlier playlist of data science. You can check there out. Matrices, evolution of direct classification technique, classification accuracy, measure the proportion of correctly classified instance. Classification error, measure the proportion of classified instances. Precision, measure the proportion of true and among the all positive values. So basically these are the matrices for evaluating text similarity. Example of code of a Python. We import pandas as PD from panda view, accuracy score, precision, recall, and F1 score. Basically we import. Then import mean square, absolute error, and imports like Sloughty score and Klensky score as P score. So this is how we use the training classifier data set on our data, and the decision tree classifier we pass the random state value is equal to 42. Then we will call that function again and again. But here you have also called that function, so this function is called again. So thank you everyone, hope you liked my video. Hope you understood the concepts of these all questions of internal first and second. Thank you.